morning, everyone. Sorry I sound a little raspy. Had to go to a football game last night, and from me doing all that screaming, it's kind of raspy a little bit. But how is everyone doing this fine morning? Coffee. Hey, Crystal. No, I'm not working today. I had to take. I requested off because I had to have a plumber come to my house to fix my hot water tank. So it's decided to break. And that's what I'm drinking right now. Coffee. Oh, girl, I would not get through the day without coffee. I swear. I would not be able to get through my day at all. I need coffee in my life at all times. And what's funny, this is my first cup since I've been up. And I've been up since what, 9:30? Technically, I did get up at 6 because I did have to get my son up for school. And when he left, I went back to sleep because we did not get home from the football game until what, 9:30, almost 10 last night. And after we came home, he ate and went to sleep. That's pretty much his thing. But I didn't go to sleep until after midnight. So it was just like, hey Jenny. I didn't go to sleep until after midnight because I stayed up for a while to watch Triple C's video 10-minute video thing last night. Um and it was like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time I went to sleep, I was like, I ain't young no more. I can't be trying to pull all nighter. Because after he went to sleep, like I said, stayed up until almost 1 watching her live last night. Went to sleep, got up, got him situated for school. Went back to sleep. Woke up about 9:30, almost 10, and I just got my coffee right before I even came on. And I'm like, I'm trying to wake up, and I didn't work. And then when I was making my coffee, went to go get my espresso shots. Realized I'm out of espresso. I was like so mad. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I can drink coffee with or without espresso, but I've been drinking espresso for so long in my coffee in the morning to help me at least get through halfway through my day. It's like, well, that sounds so good. Girl, you ain't never lied. I'll sit here and try to finish this pumpkin for my job. Oh, right here, Jenny. That's only some of it. That's only some. And that ain't even all of it, honestly. And I'm dead serious. That is not even all my yarn. Thanks, Jenny. Good morning, Mary. Thank you so much, Jenny. Someone like, girl, I haven't made a pie in God knows how long. I'm being so serious. Last time I made a pie was over 20 years ago. And that's when my grandmother was still living. Because I did try to make a pie after that, but it like didn't turn out how my grandmother made it. So I didn't. Nope, refused to. Well, don't talk about Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't know if I'm cooking this year for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Because I know last year I did just past year I did cook for Thanksgiving, but I didn't do Christmas because I went over to my aunt's house. But for Thanksgiving last year, because I did have so many people in my house from adults to kids, I had to make like double batches, and by the time everybody left, it was only thing I had left was a handful of greens, a couple pieces of ham, a little bit of sweet potatoes, um, and a little bit of potato salad by the time everybody left for Thanksgiving. And that's including what people was taking home for plates. Where I know I made 2 turkeys, 2 hams, 2 pots of greens, pretty much double everything. Girl, you ain't getting old. I'm getting old. You see these gray? You can't really see my gray hairs, but because I dyed. Hey, Samara. Hey, trust me, growing up in my house, Jenny. Growing up as a kid, that just my immediate family. There was 5 adults, 8 grandkids growing up. And it's like, and then people, like, even because, like, my great grandmother, she had 11 kids. That's including my grandmother. And once they started, hey, Melanie, good morning. Just her and my great grandparents had 11 kids in total. And then as they got older, they started having families they own, and each one of them would have like holidays in their house. But at the same time, growing up, I remember going to, like, we all went to each other's houses or whatever. Like right now, the youngest family member, the oldest family member now in my family is my great aunt, and she's in, I think she's like 80, I think she's like 82, 83 now. But before her, that my great aunt passed away last year, and she was 91 when she passed. And then the youngest right now in the family is not even a year old yet. Not even a year. Oh, girl. Hey, Melanie. And it's like, and then like over time, with all of us like having kids of our own and stuff like that. Because my grandmother had three, and then my one aunt, she had two, my other aunt had two, then my mom had four, and I'm the oldest of four. I'm good, Melanie. Hey, Ola Joe, good morning. I'm good, trying to working on this pumpkin. If I can't figure out, I'm over here losing stitches. Oh, girl. And I'm like, uh, and now it's just like, and then growing up too, like both my grandparents are from the South. They're both from Georgia. And growing up, I spent so much time in the kitchen. Oh, girl, yes. I accidentally missed a stitch. Thank goodness it was in the same row. So, like, that's another thing, like, learned how to cook because I spent so much time growing up in the kitchen. Just don't ask me to make a pie. I can make a mean cake. Just don't ask me to make a pie. And it's just like, because I pretty much, like, growing up, I pretty much ate anything from deer meat, rabbit meat, pig's feet, turtle soup, liver, onions, like potatoes and onions and stuff like that, and I love it. Oxtails, neck bones, peas. I pretty much ate any type of bean that there was, from white to black. And I'm like, but the things that like I eat and make, my son don't eat it. And one of my favorite foods I do like to eat when I do make it. Hey, Miss Southern Belle, how you doing? Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. And thank you, Melanie. And like some of the things that I do make, my son don't really eat because like he's like not a picky eater, but in a sense he is a picky eater. Not anymore. Years ago they did, but because they kind of like bend, like if it's like not, if you're not buying a turtle as a pet, you're not allowed to do it anymore. Years ago, they stopped that in the early '90s, like right before the early 2000s. I love liver and onions. Smothered in some gravy. Man. In certain states, they will sell turtles, like Crystal said, for food. But up here, they stopped at up here years ago. And the last time I had it, only way I can get it unless I go down south because it's legal in some states down there. But up here, not anymore. Because I remember growing up, like, I used to go with my uncle, my great uncle that's still alive. We used to go drive so far down to the Mississippi River and catch like snapper turtles. And he'll bring it home. Turtle, it tastes, how can I put this? Uh, you know how when you have a steak, not like medium rare, not too tough, but not too chewy either? That's what it tastes like. I would tell you what's in it, but I can't because the way my uncle made it is like you'll get turned off. Because I know certain people eat turtle soups different. No, it's not. It's not a fishy taste at all. I resemble it to like dairy meat a little bit. That's the best way I can describe it. But some people will like say it tastes like differently to compared to some meats. And it's really good. That's the best. Like it tastes like dairy meat to me and steak. All depends on how you cook it though, because sometimes it can taste like dairy meats. Others it tastes like steak. That's my opinion. Well, love me. I like deer jerky. That's pretty good. I love deer jerky. Cause like the first time I had store bought jerky, it was like it didn't taste the same as regular deer. And I'm like, cause my one cousin growing up, he always before he passed that he went hunting every year. And while I was younger, he used to take me with him hunting. And man, I was like, I was his hunting buddy every year during deer season, all the way up until I was 10, and that's around the time I had to get my deer license, like my deer license. And I was like, yes, I get to go hunting, hunting, hunting. Then the only reason why I stopped going when I turned 10 is because, like, one, I needed my deer license around that time because it was right before my 11th birthday. So I was like, forget it. What's the point? And then I also like to go fishing too. I love it. Ooh, I love going. When I was younger, I loved going wooding. The only thing that my cousin wouldn't allow me to do was to handle the gun, but he showed me how to cut open and the gut there. So I'm like, yes. Like if I would have went out there now, like as I got older, ever since like I don't get me wrong, like killing a deer, I can't do it because I feel like I'm killing Bambi. But if somebody else did it and cleaned it and did it for me, I will still eat it, but just don't ask me to kill it though. Rap is good too, right? That is true, Miss Mary. Yeah, I remember the one time my cousin growing up brought home this big old male deer, and he pretty much cleaned the whole thing from bones and everything. And like the as far as the insides goes, I know he will bring home the liver, the heart, but he left the stomach and the intestines there for like the wild animals there and stuff like that to eat that. But everything else he brought home. And still to this day, I'm still trying to figure out how the heck did he process how the what is it called, the fur? He even would like literally clean, like take the fur off and like process it. And I'm still trying to figure out how the heck did he do that. Yeah, the hide. I couldn't think of the word. Thanks, Crystal. And it was like I'm still trying, and like because it would be times that after he got done cleaning it and gutting it and stuff like that, he'll take the hide, and it'll be times that he had so many in his house or out the house. He started giving like some of it after he was done to like some of the neighbors and throughout the family. Where's my coffee cup? Oh, here it is. So it was be like but I love doing stuff like that when I was growing up. How you feeling, Samara? Because I know you was sick yesterday. Girl, as a kid, I didn't really pay no attention to it until he was done, and it looked really nice. I know what him after he was done. He told. I know he kept it and cleaned it, but for that process, I wasn't never around. Because after we got done, like taking all the meat and stuff off, I went back to being a normal kid, or it was time for me to go to sleep. Aww. Girl, I can't describe normal because I'm nowhere. I'm far from normal. So normal is like to me is like how can I put it? Normal to me is like trying to fit in. Hey, Triple C, how you doing? Good morning. Yes, you ain't never lied. Well, being normal, I can't even describe normal. I haven't been normal for a long time. Oh, that's good. I'm good. Just having morning coffee, crocheting. Good morning. Sure, I can't describe normal. Well, I always tell people, don't try to be yourself. Don't try to be normal and try to fit in with people. Try to think outside the box. Ooh, and I'm like, I like being outside the box. Growing up, I never really did try to fit in with people because it's so in fact, what is the point of trying to fit in and you can be your own person? And like that's how society is now. I like to think outside the box and be my own person because it's just too much work trying to be normal and fit in with people. If someone don't like you, then they don't like you. That's their problem, not yours. Bro, you ain't never lied. And it's just like, see, Miss Melanie, you got me want to go out and get. Now you make me want to go get my dare license to go hunting this season. See, now I want some dare meat because of you. And that's true, Miss Jenny. I love being that outsider. Now I want some dare meat. Now I want rabbit too. I still love you. Now I want some dare meat now. That's true. I love being myself. I love it. Ostrich is not that bad because where I get my meat from, where I live at, they sell anything from bear meat, ostrich, alligator. Girl, you know I got you. I got you. Oh yeah, Miss Melanie. They sell where I live at. They sell anything from alligator to ostrich to bear meat, everything. Ooh, girl. And I'm still trying to figure out how to get ostrich all the way over here. I had dare meat once, not dare meat, but bear meat once, and didn't like it. But I don't get it. The only thing that my local meat market don't sell is dare meat, and I never understood this. They sell everything else but that. we also have wild turkeys up here by where I live at too. But wild turkeys like is like more into like closer to the highway or something like that where I live at, like in that type of water area. Because we have where the state I live in, we have deer, rabbit, wild turkeys, but the turkeys you only see them once in a while. Um, we what else do we have here? As far as I know of, that's the only thing I think that we have so far. This is the start of a pumpkin for my job. Because the way I'm doing it is the easier way that I found. This is not my pattern. It's somebody else's pattern that I seen on YouTube. And the way they did it, they started it out as a scarf, and then when they get it long enough, they folded it in half, and they sewed in the ends and the bottom part of it, and they stuffed it. And this is not my pattern at all. This is somebody else's pattern that I'm doing, and it's much easier for me to do because the tutorial I watched for this pattern, um, she said do 76 rows, and then when she was done, she folded it and stuffed it, and then she also had for the stem part of it, pretty much do the same thing, but instead of 76, do 8 or 9 rows, and then and then sew that pretty much together, and then once you stuff the pumpkin, you take the oh, what is it? What else did she say? After you stuff it, you want to put the stem in the top, and then sew it all together and stuff like that to keep the stem in. Yes, because the one like and remind you when I started doing this, I haven't made excuse me, I haven't made a pumpkin in over 6 years. Oh, you're fine. I haven't made a pumpkin in over like 6 years, and I had to go back to refresh my memory. And I'm like, because the way when I first did my pumpkin over 6 years ago, it was like in the round. And me personally, I'm the type of person that don't like working in the round. I don't. And I had to go back to refresh my memory because I couldn't remember how to start off in the round. Oh, girl. And I'm like, because me personally, I don't like working in the round. I can't stand it. But I didn't have a choice. But then I was scrolling through and I was like, well, and came across this one lady, I can't remember her name, and I seen this one was much easier for me to do, so I'm like, okay, I'll do it her way, and that's what I'm doing now. Thank you. Because I will say this is not my pattern at all. This is I'm giving her full titles. That's one thing I never learned how to do is I can't even pronounce it. Organ crap. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I haven't made that yet. Did that before. And it was like orgaroni. It's still too early. It's still too early. It's not even 12 yet. I thought about doing it, but I got Crystal to do that for me to make me one. And I'm like, yes. So thank you, Crystal. And I'm like, oh. And it's just, I still gotta go to fam. Girl, don't start. Right. My grandparents used to tell me that all the time. True. Me personally, no, I haven't tried it yet, but I want to. There's still a lot of like stuff I do want to learn. And Crystal, I said I wanted you to make me a stuffy. 'Cause, like all my years that I've been crocheting, like I've been crocheting on and off for like 15 years, but I really didn't really get into it until a few years ago. And around the time I did come back to fully to crocheting, I found out there was more out there than what I thought there was. I found out about organumi, whatever how you pronounce it. Um, the C to C, um, mosaics. Um, what is that called? Uh, Tunisian crochet. And I'm like, wait a minute, this wasn't around when I first started years ago. But come to find out over the years, it was like more and more. And I'm like, yes. And it was just like every year was like always something different, something new. My niece like pigs. I don't know why, but she loves them. And I'm like, what the heck? And some of these like patterns that came out, I was like, and I really never really heard of them until I came back around like 3, 4 years ago. And come to find out, majority of them been out for a few years when I came back, like fully came back around. And I'm like, so I was like, over time, I'm going at some point that I'm going to learn it. Yeah, my niece never really watched the movie Babe, but she does see them at like every year. We used to go to the petting zoo, and that's what made her fascinated with the pigs, cause she calls them the little pink things. So every time she says little pink things, I know what she's talking about. Yes, yes, Jenny. And I'm like, I like how when they're babies that the tails curl, and every time we go to the petting zoo, she tried to ask me if I can take one home. And I'm like, I'm like, because like the one, what was it? This past summer, took my two younger nieces to the zoo, and she was not to the zoo, but the petting zoo, and she really tried to take one home. But I was like, girl, if you don't put that back, so well, I want one. I was like, girl, do you got the money to feed this thing? I'm like, you better put that pig back. And I told her that the pig didn't even belong to us; it belonged to somebody else. Mm-mm. Yes, they do. Now you make me want some bacon. So y'all making me hungry, and I didn't even eat breakfast yet. Besides my coffee, and I'm like, ugh. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, I got two cats, and I'm like, I can't even deal with them. And I'm like, sometimes with my cats, I'll be like, y'all better go somewhere else with that. Sometimes I wonder. Mm-mm. But what should I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch because I don't really have really much to do today. 'Cause, like I had to turn my heat on last night because I was super cold, and I tried to wait to turn my heat on last night because my philosophy is once it gets below 40, that's when I will turn it on. But man, it was so cold. It wasn't even funny. Oh my goodness. Ooh, girl, yes, a gun. Well, then something's wrong with that raccoon in order to go around killing kittens. That raccoon must be like really, really sick. Because there's something wrong with that raccoon. You okay, babe? Babe, you good? All right. Yeah, something's wrong with that raccoon. It must be like really sick. It must have some type of. Because the only thing I can think of, unless it has rabies and make it to make it do that, that's the only thing I can think of. Because normal, healthy raccoons wouldn't be doing it. Hey, Mater. Yes, you can. You have permission. Because like healthy raccoons wouldn't be going around doing it at all. And like Crystal said, call animal control. Because even animal control would tell you the same thing. Healthy raccoons won't be going around killing kittens and stuff. It may hurt them, but won't kill them. Oh, he is, huh? Mater. Because, like, for example, like the raccoons, this is how we know over here where we live at if we know the raccoons are sick. Raccoons is normally night owls in the state where I live at. But they say animal control here says to us that if the raccoon comes out during the day, that's how you know it got rabies. Hey, Shelly. That's how we know if it's sick. Because we never see, like, even in the city, that raccoons here never come out during the day unless it has rabies. If you see one during the day, it got rabies and call your local animal control center. Because if you don't, somebody say, especially during the summertime, your kids is outside playing and they get bit by the raccoon, straight to the hospital. Yes. Skunks, we don't really have a problem with skunks coming up during the day. Is yeah, raccoons and possums, yes. But skunks here are different types of skunks where they do come out during the day, but majority of the time they don't get rabies. And if you do, with the skunks here act more differently than the raccoons and possum. Those two, yes. Because so far the area I've been living in, I've seen a family of skunks twice. Twice since out of the 10 years I've been living over here in this area. But raccoons, I normally see them at night when I'm on my way home, or early morning before the sun comes out while I'm on my way to work. And that's it. Other than that, I barely see them because I know I seen a raccoon the other morning. It was like 4:30 in the morning while I was on my way to work, and they tried to get in my garbage can. Thank goodness it was a baby, so it wasn't that bad. But if it was a full grown raccoon, I'm like, and I'm like, mm. I really never really deal with it at all. But at the same time, that the raccoons over here where I live at is more afraid of us than we are afraid of them. But the possums, on the other hand, they're gangster. They're really gangster. Like I do know over here where I live at, the skunks and possums are not sick because they're the ones. Only reason why I know that because they're tagged from animal control. Because if they were sick, they wouldn't be around, and it was like they pretty much catch it because the and tag it. And the only reason why I know that because I had to call animal control a couple times on a possum, and they tagged it and released it. Hey, Lula. Well, see, I want to be in your garage. Like also too with the animal control over here too, where they if it's not sick, they will catch them, tag them, and then release them back to whatever. But if they are sick, they will put them down. So that's one good thing I can say about the animal control over here, because they do the same thing to the groundhogs too. So and they'll like try to, and when they do try to catch and release over here, they they will take them somewhere farther out because like where I also live, I have nothing but wooded area around where I live at. So it's like what the HE double L. Oh girl, Lulu, making a pumpkin as we speak, and that is just some of it. This ain't even all of it. That's just only some. I got yarn everywhere throughout my house. And Crystal, here you go. This is just what I got upstairs. The downstairs, but it's just this alone. Good. It's like just this. What you see now is just over here, but I got some all the way over to this wall behind my TV, and I got some downstairs, some in my basement, some in my kitchen. I did have some in my son's room, but I brought all that what was in my son's room in here. And some of the yarn that I did have from accumulating over the time, Lulu.
Hello.
Mater, what are you doing, hon?
What do you think?
Yeah.
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 You alright?
He's alive.
I'm alive, yeah. If I was all right, I wouldn't be here.
Yes, he would have left me. Oh, there's Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
He would have left me sleeping this morning.
Hello, non-trouble person.
I thought she was quarter trouble person.
See,
It depends upon the day when
Yeah.
how much trouble she's getting into.
True. And how much she spent at the flea market.
Yeah. That's when she goes up to about half the trouble.
Yep. Yeah, I actually, scary thought, but I do not have a working whip. I have nothing in here, in the bedroom. In the bedroom, I do not have anything active. They're all out in the craft room. Scary, ain't it? And I just put up 6 balls of ombre, 3 of the hot sauce, and 3 was the true blue.
girl.
Oh no, that went. It was in here. What are you looking for, baby?
Oh, I know it's up here.
Yeah.
I did manage to save that.
Yeah. But yeah, this was in the rag bin at his work.
Yeah, we get boxes of like old T-shirts and whatever
Yeah.
that wore out, and we just use them as rags and then throw them away.
Uh-oh.
But that was one of them.
Melanie? Okay, yeah, don't worry about it.
Girl.
The only one I have in here, it's at a standstill because I don't know if I'm going to add silver or white to it next before I add a gray. So it's at a standstill.
Oh, Lulu, to let you know, over in the past 30 days, I got read a lot of yarn. In the past 30 days.
I got a question for you, Ashley.
Well, what I do?
No.
Exactly.
I just didn't know if you wanted to pop it in on the live stream last night and saw what was going on.
No, because I was at my son's football game last night.
Yeah, we were playing very much so Whack-A-Troll. And I mean,
I took a screenshot they literally said, I came in to attack you because I'm after Katrina.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is, I want to, I always get it set up that way. You have to be a subscriber for 10 minutes
Yeah.
before you can put anything in the chat. So they stuck around, and what did I say? My subscriber grew about 15 numbers.
Yeah, he went up to
Well,
390, and he was at what, 378?
377.
377 beforehand.
Yeah, but it wound up. I think I saw it go up to like 392.
Yeah.
And then, of course, after the stream and everything, up
Yeah.
back down to the other amount. But it's funny that we had about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I mean,
one right after the other.
And they were spelling the word line by line.
Girl, I can't stand when people do that.
Yeah, well, and I got in touch with her and let her know that the problem children have branched out into a different area of the internet instead of just the crafting world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, said that they were coming after me because I was the one that was triggered. I'm like, yeah, because you're sick, you need help.
Yep, and so was everybody else. And I wound up changing it to where you had to be a subscriber for at least 20 minutes before putting anything in chat. That shut them up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, later, Lulu.
Well,
It's been several months since I've had trolls.
Yeah, but I mean, we had one of our mods was on panel, and it was whack, 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 whack.
Yeah, and the funny part was even one of the people in the chat, he kept going, "Grow up, people, and get a life."
Yeah.
Because I know last night I got the notification that you came on, but by the time we got home last night, it was like because the game started at 6:30 and then it ended until like 9:30.
Yeah, so
by the time we got home, it was like a little going on 10 because it was like a 15-minute drive from where we was at.
Yeah,
and it was just like because by the time I popped in to say hi, you was ending. So I was like,
yeah, I try to shut it down, go 2 hours. I might go just a few minutes longer, but it's very rare.
Because I was like, by the time I came in to say hi, it was just like you was already ending. So I was like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like,
That's okay. Like I said, we had had that mod playing, whacking with both hands.
Yep.
Had 2 hammers and hitting them every time.
Mm-hmm. But guess what? I have to go get more yarn today.
You have to go get more yarn?
Yep, I did in-store pickup.
Ah.
I would definitely be there, Melanie.
Yeah, I think I picked. Let's see. Oh, I just picked you up, so I'll be in tonight, and we'll see what happens. See, I'll check your live out tonight, and then I'll check your channels out. The way I do it, and the way I encourage other people to do it, is watch at least 2 videos and 1 live if they have them. If not, watch 2 videos that the title sounds like something you'd be interested in, and watch one that the title just completely turns you off, to see if it's a channel you want.
Yes.
Heck.
Don't get me a line. It's your phone.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got I had a notification that someone mentioned me on a Facebook comment. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, because I did in store pickup because if I would have got it shipped to my house, it would have been cost me more. So, and I had coupons for in store pickup, so I'm going to go pick it up later. I
Yeah,
won't get there before 6 o'clock. So
yeah. Does Joann's have any good coupons going on right now?
Yeah.
through Joanne's, yes. If you can buy, hey Bob, you can buy online and then apply the coupons and have it like for store pickup at Joanne's, and you can apply those discounts the same way you do for shipping, and you just got to go pick it up.
Well, what I'm wanting to know is, do they have any decent ones on Red Heart? Because that is, a lot of people don't like Red Heart. I don't care. It works.
Yeah,
But that's a really durable yarn for the donation blankets I use, and also I can kind of mix it in with the other stuff I have going on.
'cause, like I normally don't mind Ray Heart because that's what I'm using now.
Yeah, we got the same color. Mine's just bigger.
And I'm going to just shut up on that one.
Well, it is. You bought the regular size skein, and I bought the jumbo skein.
Girl, you know what I was going. That's why I said it was
Yeah, I know. You need to get your mind up.
and it was like so that I did in store because they had a 4 pack of cotton in red, so that's why I ordered it and I applied the discount. Plus, on top of that, if you have a membership, you automatically get discounts,
Mm.
even off of clearance. And as long as I'm there before 6 o'clock, that I can pick it up.
Yeah, that ain't gonna take you long to get there and back.
Mm-mm. It was like it will only take me like what 15 minutes.
Something like that. Exactly, Melanie. All right, I'm going to shift. So let me drop the camera just in case, because I told you I don't feel like getting rest. So that means I don't have any pants on because my PJ. I don't sleep in PJ pants. I don't have sets like that.
Neither do I.
Plus that, and I have to move the computer
And
and adjust the top. That way you're not seeing everything.
That's James Bond shirt
I don't need no.
from my eyes only.
Exactly, but well, hey, mine too because I'm wearing it. But what I do, Melanie, is I have mill and yarn. It is I go to Mary Maxim. I pay either $5 or $6 per pound, and it's any color out there. Hi, Michelle. And I just don't get a choice on the color that I get to the house.
good morning, Bree.
And
Look how many views on Court of Salt.
so I'll take at least 2 strands, up to 5 strands of yarn,
Yeah.
and I will make them into a blanket. And that's oh, hi Jess's
Hey,
made design. Blah, blah, blah.
Jess.
Yeah.
And I thought I was bad trying to pronounce stuff.
Yep. And I'll do that in either single or half double crochet, and then I find a place to donate it to homeless vets and or a nursing home. I'll make shawls out of them. If I do shawls, they're just 1 strand, but I make sure I have 2 balls.
And
So
Bob,
that I
you know, like what normally if I go to Joann's, I normally don't look at the 30% because that's only pretty much taking $1 or $2 off. So I
Yeah.
normally like say if the price is like $7, 30% you pretty much taking like $2-3 off.
Yeah.
So I normally go and look at like buy one get one free.
Mm-hmm.
or I'll go to the clearance section of it and say if the clearance is like $3, but since I have a membership, I automatically get discounts like 40, 50 cents up to 75 cents off at the clearance. Like say if the clearance is like $1, $2. But since I already am a member, I already get that discount where I'm only paying $1 something.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem like they're boosted, but they're actually not, because if they raise the regular price and then drop it down for the sale, um, then you get in trouble for it. But I know it seems like it is, but they can't do that because it's illegal. Yeah. My only problem with my donation blankets, my blanket stash is gone. I have none.
About time.
No, just my donation blankets. All the other blankets I've been working on, I'm still working on.
Oh, that's why I was thinking of the blankets that you was working on. I thought you got rid of them already.
No, this one here is actually going to become a donation blanket
Ew.
because I've got a total of 7 of this color, this dark charcoal gray. I
Yeah.
have 7 balls of this. Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, when I'm working on them, I don't even think about it because it's the mindless pattern.
Yeah.
And I just can't. Ooh.
Well, I haven't been to Michael's in God know how long.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Michael's since I left Oklahoma.
I haven't been to Michael's in like 3 years.
I haven't been. I've just now started going to Joann's. I've only been to 2 of them. And scary thought, I only have 5 skeins of Big Twist. That's it.
Girl.
Well, I that was on my first one, and I got it because I want to work with it. I've never worked with it before because in Oklahoma where I was at,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah, and I literally moved into the house that I was living in before I moved to Texas, and 5 miles away there was a Joann's. Less than 5 miles. It's over there by is close to the Walmart.
Yeah.
I was not crocheting at the time. I had not started crocheting.
Mm.
And oh, they shut that store down. I started crocheting about a year after that.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, and then I went across the street from where the Joann's was. There's a Michael's. Oh, a block down. There's a Hobby Lobby. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you see cheap yarn and you know it's stuff you can work with,
Yeah.
you do this thing. Mine. Mine. That's all you do. Yeah, I know exactly because, and I didn't care on. I found some one time. I went to a thrift store. I got a bag. Now their bags were they were like clear trash bags,
Yeah.
and they they would fit a kitchen trash can.
Ooh.
They were but they were only about yay big.
Hey, Crystal.
Hello. And they priced them for $7.
Yeah.
That store had a half price sale on a daily. I would go in. I went in one time. I got like 4 bags of all that was in them was yarn. I paid $15 for 4 bags.
That's not bad.
yeah, I came home and what was actually usable filled, because there were some skeins that, I mean, I had so many knots in it. The only way to get it out was to cut it.
Yeah.
I threw away about a ball that was about like this.
Ooh.
Yeah, out of like 4 bags,
Yeah.
what I was able to keep and use filled up a laundry basket.
That's still not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all.
Mm-mm. I think I still have 2 or 3 skeins of it somewhere out there.
Don't talk about that because I still have to go through more stuff that I gotta get rid of. And I still got to still get that from the store.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
then
and I mean, I went to one thrift store. I had a 10% off coupon for that store, and I found what's called a display box.
yeah.
And it was for baseball, where you could, it was actually just a nylon bag with clear plastic. It
Hmm.
had been stuffed full. Now this bag was 6 foot long,
Yeah.
about 2 foot high, and about 6 inches deep,
Girl,
and it was stuffed. And I went home and I threw away about this much.
that's still not bad.
No, but most of what I threw away, thankfully, was novelty yarn that I had no clue what I was doing with anyway. And I found hooks. I found needles. My daughter was happy because she could knit. Yeah. And I lost some of my yarn because my daughter got it. Okay, I'm not advertising the brands, so they can't say anything.
and
Well, it's not.
and Bob, do you
Yeah.
think that's totes? I still got about
Well, no, he's saying the tote bag that I was
oh
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, tote wise, I've got 255 gallons out on the front porch. Those are the largest I have. The smallest I have that has yarn in it are about 18 gallons. And I've got them all in my craft room.
Don't talk about gallons of totes right now. Because the smallest one I have now is what's over here that y'all see. Is the smallest one I have in my house.
Hmm.
Only one that I have that is super small.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the other ones, they are all downstairs, except for two that's in this closet over here that I just brought up from downstairs out my bedroom yesterday before I went to my son's football game.
Um, yeah, no, the body bag size are out on the front porch.
And I'm like, But let me go get some more coffee because I'm like, I'm over here like, and I'm out, except for a sick.
Melanie, I'm actually in the process of purging yarn. I have a box for Ashley that is almost ready to go. And I have 2 other boxes that are one that is ready to go. Pardon me.
Yes,
Um,
I would adopt you.
yeah. And I'm going to put a couple more skeins in there for that one.
But I
And
will go
then,
get more coffee, but I'm going to turn my camera off for a second.
oh, no flashing people?
Not today.
Exactly. That's why I was like, okay, I'm going to put the camera down even though he's over here. But yeah, I'm going to have my son help me on the front porch. Because I think I know where some of the yarn is that I want to pull out. I just have to kind of get to it. Ah, Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got told that years ago, and this is like 10 or 20 years ago, over in Carolina, Georgia, somewhere on the East Coast, one of the factories that made and shipped yarns actually caught fire. So they loaded their yarn into trucks and took it out to the dump. And one of the guys that worked at the dump backed his truck up to where they offloaded that yarn, and he started checking it, and he was loading it into his truck for his wife. She's still working on that yarn, but I don't know what what company it was, when it happened, or anything. Because I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind dumpster diving for that. That I would dumpster dive for, because a factory offloaded that much yarn, and all they did was they just wrote it off, and it was a loss for the company, so they weren't losing money on it. But oof, I yeah, I'll be honest, I would love to go to um yeah, from what I understand, he had a pickup bed full. Oh yeah, the insurance paid for it. It was all, they counted it as a loss, and insurance paid him back for it. They didn't lose any money. He had a pickup bed full of yarn for her, and it was still in the factory packages. And I'm like, uh, but I want. Nope. Yep. And if it's smoke damage, okay, I don't smoke. He does, but he smokes outside. I have gotten yarn from people that you see Ashley sitting there smoking while she's making. I know a lady, she smoked cigars. She didn't smoke cigarettes, she smoked cigars. And I mean, she's just sitting here blowing it all on there, ashes, everything. And I got um about 40 skeins from her. Oh, yay, you're on the same central time as me. Nice. And I just opened it up, set it outside. Thankfully, it was late spring, early summer, so it wasn't damp outside. I set it on a shelf outside for 2 days. Checked it, making sure the cats didn't get it. KC Metro, Kansas City. Am I reading that right, Bob? Because I'm in Texas. I'm south of Dallas. Cool. But I set my yarn outside for a couple of days. If you can do that, go for it. If not, um, get they're called lingerie bags. They're just basically, the laundry hampers that are made out of really tight mesh. They're okay. I kind of know where Liberty is because my ex sister in law, her father's up that way. Okay, but I lived in Oklahoma and now I'm in Texas. But you get a pantyhose and you stick it in there, and I put several in one pantyhose. I just left a little bit of a gap. Throw it in the washer with fabric softener, and then run a clear no soap cycle. Run it through that the second time. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. If you can't leave it outside, then leave it in like a garage or storage shed or something like that, where you're not going to be constantly around the smell. But I was fine with that. Then I got one that somebody's cat. Yeah, I got that out though. That's the one where I threw it in the washer, and then I threw it in the dryer on medium for a full cycle. Pulled it out, let it air dry for about an hour. Threw it back in the dryer. All right, bye, Jeannie. Yeah, Bryn. If that's one of the things, I'm right in the middle of Tornado Alley, which is you gonna go to sleep? Okay. Which is basically it's land based hurricanes, and so Ashley went after coffee, so she'll be back in a minute.
That's trouble with.
Yeah, she went after coffee. But yeah, if and he's back, he had to go get his coffee. So
No,
oh, we know you're coming. Yeah, we know somebody that has a home down there. They're in touch with neighbors and stuff because they're up north. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Bob, the May 3rd tornado that ripped through Moore, Oklahoma. I was about 20 miles. I was about 60 miles south. I was in Chickasha. But the last few of them, yeah, she knows. I was just explaining to Mater where she was at. So, yep, autocorrect, text, however you want to call it. It sucks. Yep. And the last time Moore got hit, I was actually about 20 minutes from it because I lived on the other side of what would be the other side of Moore, but I was in Oklahoma City.
how close as you had tornado come to you?
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I've had one closer. Went right down the avenue.
Shush and go to sleep.
Don't pat there.
The other places I can touch you are not good for YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I don't know where Elk, Oklahoma is. I know where El Reno. I have family that's close to that area, and so that's the one I've heard of dealing with. But I don't know where Elk, Oklahoma is. Sound, please. So okay. Oh, Kelly, hi. Uh, okay, so that's fine because I've never been there.
Oops.
You're fine.
Okay. Hey, I'm up. Hello.
I had to go get more coffee. I need coffee in my life.
So,
Yes, you do.
okay. I was like, what happened to Ashley? How you
Yeah.
doing? How are you guys?
Good, Bren. Good. Uh.
See if I can see the chat. Can I?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a wind farm out there. Okay, I know roughly where he's at, but yeah, I know roughly where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Bren's doing anatomy. Or
Yeah,
she was doing anatomy.
well, that's for her coding.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, what are you up to?
Oh, not much. Just I was just like watching a few people. Everybody's on at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when you came up yesterday or day before,
Yeah.
and I dipped out on you to go see
Yeah.
one channel. I
Right.
dipped out on her today to come to see Ashley. So
Right. So it's kind of terrible. Not terrible, but you know what I mean. You know, we're just
This was my only time slot I had for the day.
no,
So
no, no, no. That's fine. No, I'm not. I'm not saying anything. But
yeah,
I just said, oh darn it! Like I have a couple people running. So yeah, that's good. I just wanted to say hello and to give some
Oh.
support.
open multi tabs on the computer and let them run and walk away.
And they're running. Yeah.
And I
Lots of
have
fun.
done that. I have done that.
Yeah. Well, I have to. But anyway, my allergies are killing me, and I'm dying. Like I've been sneezing my head off all day. So that's not
Benadryl.
good. Sorry. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna grab a tissue. Couple tissues there. Okay, there we go. So anyway, but yeah, I just it's just good to see you guys. Saw you guys were on, and so what are you up to today? Anything else interesting?
I'm still waiting for my plumber
Yeah.
came out this morning.
Oh,
And somebody's home from work because his stomach is messed up again.
oh, okay, yeah, understand that.
So
That's always fun.
And the killer thing is, Mr. Water Heater has to come out and fix my hot water tank.
Oh yeah.
And remind you, it's a brand new hot water tank.
Oh,
It's not even a year old yet.
yeah. It's weird how some things last and then other things don't. That's what I'm saying. That's been my experience.
Come to find out from the plumber,
Yeah.
it was a defect in the water heater.
Oh, so that makes sense.
okay, so it's a factory foo
It's
bar,
a factory.
Yep.
not a somebody else.
Mhm.
Yep. And they have to. They'll be here in about
Yep.
between 2:30 and 2:30. So,
Right. Gotcha. Yeah.
but my husband will deal with that. So, because he's home today, so I ain't dealing with that.
Oh, good. Yeah, as long as as long as someone can help you, that's always
As
good.
long as there's an adult there.
Right, an adult. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. He's dealing with that, not me, because I won't have a clue what the heck he's talking about anyway. So,
Yeah.
I would be like, and I don't care. It was a factory foo bar. You fix it.
Yeah.
And if they say, well, we can't fix it, then take it out and get me a new one.
Get me another one.
my landlord is mad.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's not his fault either,
Right.
but he's pissed because he's having to deal with all that
Yeah.
because of it.
And it's not easy to coordinate workers. You know, like they don't necessarily come right. They should come right away, but they don't always. They can't always do that.
Well, they were supposed to be here Monday.
Oh, okay. So they're late. So boo. Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
supposed to be here Monday.
Boo. Yeah. That's not cool though. Wow. That's interesting.
So I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. That's bad. So what are you up to today, other than waiting for the plumber?
I'm going to go get my son from practice.
Yeah.
Making a pumpkin.
Yeah, I found another pattern for pumpkin. All of a sudden, I found like 3 yesterday. All of a sudden, they just popped up on my feed.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah.
one I use, it literally says chain out however long you want.
Yeah,
If you want to make a pumpkin yay big around, make it that big around.
Yeah.
If you want to make it big fat one, go for
yeah,
it.
you can do it. So it was
Hi,
cool.
yarning
But,
for
yeah.
yarning for
Anyway,
a smile.
it was interesting. Yeah.
Hey, Yarny, you smile.
Oh, hey.
You do one row of single crochet and then you single crochet in the back loop only until you
loop.
get it however big this way you want it.
Yep.
You single crochet it together and leave a long
Long tail.
tail so you can gather it, but you have your starting tail is like this for the
Mhm.
same reason.
It's cool.
That
Excellent.
way you get the ridges.
Right. Nice.
And the pattern that I found earlier, this ain't the pattern I'm working on now is not my pattern at all.
Hmm.
And it was
Yeah.
like I was scrolling
Yeah.
to get that refresher because I haven't made one in God knows how long.
I know I haven't either.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to go back to remember how to do it.
Yeah. Same here.
And I was like, all right, cool. Then I kept scrolling.
Yeah.
and found this lady. I cannot remember her name at all.
Her name's very long. I saw you showed me that. You'll never remember her name. She has like 3 long names. You'll
And
never
then-
remember her name. Like
So I'm like,
too
okay.
long.
So I was just like, and it's like a simple, easy pattern. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that one.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I love it.
Yeah. Pumpkins are fun. I have the yarn to make them,
Mhm.
but I have so much else going on that I need to get done.
Yeah.
And I have a huge tote bag that I have a monster blanket in. I was going to bring it out there and put it on my footstool that I have. You know, the glider rockers
Hmm.
and the footstools that go with them.
Oh
I
yeah.
have the footstool. I don't have the rocker.
Oh, the rocker. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, the kitten has taken over the footstool.
Nice.
No, I can't use it. I can't use my footstool. The kitten has it.
right.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, anything else today you're gonna do that's exciting? Just practice. Okay.
Just practice, and
Hmm.
that's pretty much it. And probably watch a movie later.
Yeah.
Okay. You had to go for your coffee. Well, Mother Nature's hollering at me, so I'll be back in a minute.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
So, what's going on? Yeah, not a whole lot today. I thought I was supposed to work today, but I didn't. So I guess that's good. I mean, thank
yeah,
goodness. I really wasn't feeling so hot. You know, my allergies are pretty bad. So,
thank goodness I was off because yesterday, this morning, I did so much screaming last night at that football game last night.
oh yeah,
I woke up with like a slight voice,
yeah. Oh, that's good. So it must have been a good game. It's a good game.
and I'm like, and then I'm like, I was so tired. Like, and the thing was, after we got back, me and my son ate, and my son went to sleep right
Yeah.
after he ate.
Mm-hmm.
And I wound up being up until like almost 1 o'clock in the morning
Okay.
because I was in Dana's live last night watching her
Oh my.
before I went to sleep, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I got tired.
Yep. That's cool.
And plus, on top of that, I had to get my son up for school. And then after he left for school, I went back to sleep until like 9:30.
That's cool. You probably needed it. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Like it's just like time has been flying by. I feel like the last couple of days
Yeah,
have been. I don't remember what happened. So.
and it was like, and I'm thinking,
Mhm.
oh, because I do know this much probably tonight. I don't know if I want to do it tonight, if I want to, because I have yarn in this closet over here that I brought down out my bedroom
Yeah.
and put it in this closet, and I still gotta figure out what's in these 2 toes, because these are the 2 toes that was at the very, very bottom of what I had down there. So I'm like,
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, a lot of yarn.
and
That's
I'm
why
like,
I'm trying not to buy anymore because it's like I got good projects. No, but I want to like finish.
you didn't hear what I said earlier, did you?
No.
Your pants were on fire.
No.
You're not gonna buy
had
any.
a yarn order.
Oh, where's it from?
Where do you
Joanne.
think?
Not Joanne.
Yeah.
Ah, girl. You know,
It's only $200.
girl. You know what's funny about Joanne? They screwed up every order that I've always, they on like the shipping. They've screwed up every. I've only done 3 orders, but they've screwed them all up. And I finally just said, you know what? I'll just go in and get it.
That's the reason why I did in-store pickup.
Yeah.
I bought it online.
Right. Yeah. See, because like
And
I said, every order they shipped, one got lost. Never found it. Like it was gone. Another one put the wrong thing in. Another one they forgot something. So I'm kind of going. Joanne is kind of stinky for the shipping for me. Anyway, I've had
Well,
3 strikes.
remember when the comfy cotton one's on sale? 5 for 10.
Good, Brie.
Yeah.
Thank goodness everything's good.
Tank bought it and they delivered it to a completely different state.
Oh wow.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was delivered to Suffolk, Virginia, and
Oh
she's in Tennessee.
wow. That's not even close. Yeah.
No,
Gee.
And I'm like, that's like because I had paid for it online,
Yeah.
and this is like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then I really like didn't really have no problems with Joanne this
Hmm.
past year, so I know it's okay.
Yeah.
But I, like I didn't want to do shipping because I knew it was going to charge me more for it to get shipped to my house.
Oh yeah.
Much cheaper for me just to go up there and get it, and it's like
Yeah.
15 minutes up the street from my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I was at work today, I would have probably went up there after work on my way home.
And just pick it up.
Cause like I'm like, dude, like thank goodness I work like right there
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Uh-oh.
where I can go get it.
Sorry. My phone is falling. Don't fall.
don't drop it.
I know. There it goes. Yep.
Yep.
My husband bought me this car thing, and it's trash. It just like wants to fall out.
Yeah,
But anyway, but you know what? But you know what happened to me? My first order of Joanne. No, the first one went okay. No, I have done 4 orders, but the second one that I had, I ordered something that was discontinued,
yeah.
and they lost it, so I never got it.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
That's great. Yeah, and I just went, oh man. But I knew that was going to happen because it was discontinued. You know what I mean? It's just like Murphy's Law. Because if it's just, whatever, then I wouldn't have even cared. But like it was completely discontinued.
If I order some discontinued yarn and my shipping got lost, bro, I'm sorry, I'm raising hell.
Yeah, I was really mad, and they're just like, whatever. And then they kept my shipping money, which I thought was even like worse.
Oh no, I would.
Yeah, oh yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I would raise hell.
See, I would have called and said, "Wait a minute, I only got a partial refund," and because my total bill was this, and that including the shipping,
right?
And this is what well, that was for the products. So where's the rest of my money?
Yep.
Well, we shipped it out. I never got it, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Money back.
Yeah, they kept it. I'm just like, that's why I'm like, I don't talk bad about people, but I said I've had like just terrible luck with them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
not really. Some of the yarn I did get from them actually turned out really nice because, like, online, like different color, a different color, but sometimes if they don't have or they just ran out of that color, and I would normally like get with the closest thing. They do try to, if I do pick up, they do try to substitute another yarn that comes close to it or come to the same price.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I would honestly do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. So we'll see, But like I said, it's so sad. Like I've really had bad luck. And that's the only company that I've ever had bad luck with just trying to get my stuff,
Yeah.
I've done Hirschner's and the other people.
Okay, yeah, Brad, Michelle, I'm talking, what was it, last month?
Yeah.
Or a couple months ago, Lion Brand had their comfy cotton on sale. Tank that's online, she's a mod for numerous channels. She'd ordered some. She lives in Tennessee. And her entire order was sent to Suffolk, Virginia.
Oh, that was hers. Okay.
Yeah. And they said, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, it got delayed. It never got sent out." Is what or they told her that it had been that she had given them the wrong address. She's like, "No, I've ordered multiple times.
Yeah.
So you need to send it." What happened is somebody put the wrong address on it, and then they played like she never ordered it, and they had to resend it.
Your credit card. I mean, it's in there. Like it's all in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice try.
I'm like,
not exactly.
I would hate that to happen.
Yeah,
I really
weird.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not nice when it comes to. I had this package coming. It said it was delivered. I'm looking at the picture. That ain't my house. So where is my?
Yeah. And
I was
see,
thinking, well, it's
yeah, someone probably stole it. I mean, you never know. You know what I mean? Like along the way, you never know.
True.
well here if it's a postal package, they keep getting east and west mixed up.
Yeah.
If it's coming through actual USPS mail.
Mm-hmm.
Now UPS and FedEx haven't ever had a problem.
Yeah, they're great. Like I love the two of them. Yeah, they're awesome. Yep. But it's just weird. Like sometimes, the yeah, I mean, like I haven't had an issue with porch pirates, but sometimes
Yeah.
people. Well, I'll tell you, like my sister, like she lives in a real, like what they call a real neighborhood where there's houses you can sort of see each other, from the
Yeah.
windows and stuff. And she ordered. Now this is going back. Um, remember
Oh
the
wait.
remember the Dell computers?
Oh,
Ah,
girl, we'll talk about those.
She ordered one, and they sent it to her three or four times before she actually got it. And they were saying that like because the box is labeled, so people know what it is. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
and of course, like a computer's a small, like a laptop is like a small thing. You can just walk and you can just walk away with. And they were like, "Oh, we get them stolen all the time," and I was like, "Seriously? Like, can't you do
And
something about that?"
you're just laughing it off, brushing it off.
Yeah, they were
Dude,
just like, "Whatever. Yeah, we'll just send you another one." And I thought that like her neighborhood probably all had new computers by the time she got her order,
oh yeah.
or somebody, I don't know, But they
Oh
also
no,
said that,
they bought it and took it to the pawn shop and got $100 out of it, and she paid 500 for it.
yeah, well, they didn't recharge her, which was nice. But then I'm thinking, how can a business survive if you're constantly getting stolen? You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be
Insurance.
a way. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Thank goodness, like every time I did order something like from Walmart or something like that, me or my husband or my nephew was always home.
yeah,
Like, certain things that I will order do need to be signed.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the area that I live in, you have to be at least 13 years or older to sign for it.
Oh, okay.
So my nephew's old enough to sign for it.
So he would do it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and like say if he was at home or something like that from being sick, and I know I got a package coming, I know my nephew can sign for it, but
Yep.
my son can't
No, he's
because
got another year.
yeah, before he can sign for anything.
And sign for it.
Yeah, but you think they look and ask him how old he is?
Yeah, it's like they're not gonna ID.
Oh, they do ask.
Oh,
Okay.
they do. Oh, that's good. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
See, oh, my daughter was like 14, and I had something coming in, and it had to be signed for. That was the one day nobody was at home except her.
Yeah,
And I told her, I was like, my mom was out, which is odd. My sister was out because
Mhm.
my sister was at work, and I was at work. My son was at school. She was sick. I was like, okay, you're going to sleep here in the living room, and I have a package coming. It has to be signed for.
Yep.
I said, when they knock on the door, tell them just a minute, and then go sign for it.
Right.
I said, I said, just throw it on the floor in here in the living room. We'll deal with it when I get home. And the female mail carrier, thankfully, it was a female that day because my daughter was holding on to the walls to move.
yeah.
So she's leaning up against the door frame. The
Mhm.
mail carrier said, do you want me to put this inside? Because it's like a 10-pound package.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My daughter goes, can you put it on the, and just literally she took 2 steps in, set it on a couch,
Yeah.
walked back out the door. And daughter locked the door, laid back down. Next thing I know, I'm home at 4 o'clock, and she's,
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
But yeah, she just woke up enough to point to the other chair, and then
Yeah.
she went back. She snored too.
Funny.
I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck? Because I know the package that I had ordered around that time, it was like a fragile package.
Yeah.
Hey Zach.
Hey Zach.
Oh, hey,
It
Zach.
was like, and somebody had to be home. Me and my husband both wasn't here.
Right.
It was over the summer, so my nephew normally comes spend weeks at a time over the summer, anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I'm like, please, I'm not going to be at home. He was over at his mom's house.
Yeah.
I was at work. sun's out over at his friend's house, so nobody was home at all that day.
Yep.
But my nephew.
Yep.
So he had to like sign for it. And it was through UPS.
Yeah.
And with certain things, I do know UPS, they do make you sign for it.
Especially fragiles.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or
just like if it's something happened to it, that they're not responsible for it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. His computer that came in through it came in UPS. I actually had to sign for that one.
yeah,
And we have, since I have that enclosed porch, that's about 6 or 8 foot wide.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And he brought it in there. And then I brought it in the bedroom.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So
And Zach, I thought you was at. Oh no, never mind. You ain't at work.
obviously.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, wait a minute. Why I'm like, wait a minute. Zach's normally at work around this time. Had a dumb moment. Sorry.
You were a blonde? Wait a minute.
Look, it's just
No.
one of the days for me. Okay.
It's called a brain. In military terms, it's a brain
Oh.
fart.
Okay.
Everybody else, it's a blonde moment. I was born blonde, so I can get away with that. He doesn't have to be until 3:30 his time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And it's 11:40 my time, so it's 12:40 for Kelly and Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how different I am from Zach, though.
Zach is on the same coast, I think, as me and Kelly.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's still got a couple hours before he's got to go.
Yep. That's cool.
But yeah, it's the weather here is like in the 80s, I think.
I hate you right now, Crystal.
Yep. Warm.
Inside my house,
It's cold inside, right?
it's 76 outside. Inside, it feels like it's in the 50s.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so for him, it's 12:40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Wow.
in the house, I would love to have that temperature. I had to turn my heat on last night, and I still got my heat on now.
Oh.
That's how cold I am.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, the outside temperature is 56.
I have to see what it is now. I don't know.
And just in my house,
Yeah.
it's like 6 degrees less.
Let's see. Oh, it's 77 here. Wow. Pretty
I
balmy.
don't like you.
Pretty balmy. Oh, I was wondering because I have long sleeves, but I'm good. Yeah.
See, I don't like you right now because, girl, I'm over here wearing a regular shirt, an undershirt, some sweatpants, some thermals, and about 2 pairs of socks.
Wow.
I just put on socks, and I don't like wearing socks.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
my feet have been cold for the past 3 days.
Yeah. Same here.
And I
need to go to the store, and I'm kind of going, ugh. I really don't want to face a big box store right now.
See, that's the thing about the temperature right now, because tonight, they say on the news, it's supposed to be like 20-something degrees tonight.
20 degrees?
Yep.
Oh, my
Yeah.
All that rain that we're getting from the tropical storm.
That is terrible. Wow.
Between,
we're going to be in at least our 40s or 50s.
Holy smokes.
Remind you, we already got rain coming from the north, and we also getting the rain from that tropical storm too from the south.
Oh my goodness!
So we're getting, remind you, from the North Pole in Canada, and the lake effect is coming down to us.
Okay.
With that tropical storm coming up, I'm getting both side effects.
Both sides. Oh, that's
Kelly. Smack.
Yeah, I know. Like Yeah.
And remind you, it's already cold as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice here today. And I guess maybe, but who knows, like, if it's coming later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brent and Michelle, our day is shot when it comes to what's being eating on time. Yeah, no. Not happening. We're going to have leftover barbecue chicken. I put honey and barbecue down on the bottom of the pan.
Hmm.
After I sprayed it.
That's
Put the chicken breast in there. Put honey and barbecue on top of it.
wow.
375, and I left it till it was done.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that.
And
I don't
that's
really know what. I'm eating a sandwich for lunch because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm eating a sandwich.
mm-hmm.
And tonight, I know we're having because I made meatloaf before I left yesterday to go to the football game last night.
Leftovers.
So that's what we're having for dinner.
I think in a couple of weeks when I do another grocery order, because I do two a month, and
Yeah.
they're anywhere from, I just did one 2 days ago, and there's $140.
Hmm.
Yep. And but I do anywhere from $100 to $200. Now the 200 is normally
Yeah.
coffee, creamers.
Yeah.
If you're get like pizza rolls or a hot pocket or something, get you some snack food
Yeah.
that will fill you up and keep that in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't had breakfast yet,
Yeah, me either.
so and I'm not hungry,
And neither am I. It's
Well,
weird.
but I'm going to. Am I
coffee.
going? Yeah.
Nope.
Am I going to eat? Yes.
Yeah,
Do I
later.
want to? No.
Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll get some pizza. I'll throw a couple of them pizza rolls, and I'll literally set them on the table and work and drink and eat,
Mhm.
or I'll eat and crochet at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Normally, like in the morning, I'm really not a big breakfast person, but like I normally eat like a donut and coffee. That's all I have for breakfast. And then for lunch, I won't normally eat anything for lunch until about like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then around that time, I'm in the process of making dinner,
Right.
or my
Yeah.
husband's making dinner, and I'm like, at that point, I don't even want to eat until it's time for me to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, mm-mm.
Hmm.
My nose itches right here on the end.
Yeah, I know. I went through that the other. I'm not itchy now, but like I was really bad.
Well,
Sorry.
it's right here and then right here.
Oh,
It's on
really?
the outside, but when I go to scratch it, it looks like I'm trying to dig
Yeah.
for gold.
You're digging for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So should I support the little store, or should I support the medium store,
A little
or
store.
the big?
Do the little store as much as possible.
Yeah.
If you have to go to the medium or the big store,
Then
then
avoid
yeah,
that. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you. If I could, we only have two grocery stores. It's Walmart Super Center or HEB.
Mm.
I have those two. I don't have a little store to go get. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little store, and it's really bad because their prices are a little bit wonky,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit higher.
but their bread is good. Like they have really good bread, and it's usually like $1, or 75 cents, which isn't bad. Which
Like what? Because like my grocery store, I have one that's like I can literally walk up to that grocery store, and that's Odie's.
yeah, oh yeah,
Mhm.
good.
I can really walk there. Then there's another one
Mhm.
that's like by car, like 5 minutes by car.
Mm-hmm.
But I normally go to Odie's for like my bread and certain things and canned goods. Because bread there at Odie's is like 89 cents.
Yeah, they're real cheap.
Yeah. See, Aldi's is a 35-minute drive
Yeah, that's too far.
because I have to go to another town.
Yeah, that's
And
way.
when I get to that town, I have to go to the other side of it. I
Oh.
literally go south, and then I have to go west to get to all the way across town. But the good news is I have Aldi's. Well, I have Aldi's, Ollie's.
Yeah.
And Ollie's is where I get my cat litter because we paid $6 for a 20-pound bag of Fresh Step cat litter.
Yeah. And Zach, if I would have went to the other grocery store that's like farther
Kelly,
up,
you're froze.
Oh, Kelly?
Yeah, she froze it. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Zach, is that $2 to $3 Canadian or U.S.? Because I know one U.S. dollar is almost 3 Canadian dollars.
Cause like if I would have went to the other grocery store, that's about the same price because I'm spending like almost $3 for a loaf of bread. But at Aldi's, because it's cheaper, I can get like because in my house alone, I go through at least 4 loaves of bread in like a week.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
like
buy
and cat litter, I normally go to Family Dollar for my cat litter, and just for the tidy cat. Because I do have 2 cats and I need something strong.
Yeah.
So I go to Family Dollar and I spend about like for the box or the buckets, they're about the same price.
It's about $20.
Actually, at Family Dollar, just for one is like $8.
Okay. Well,
About
we
$8
have
at Family Dollar, but if I go to the supermarket and get it, it's more.
Yeah, no, I do not advise going to Amazon for anything unless you're willing to pay extra to get it shipped to your house. Yeah, unless you're willing to pay extra to get it shipped to you faster. Now there's some stuff on Amazon that it's worth it. I've got the amigurumi books called Zumagurumi. I get those from Amazon, and they're $8 to $14 each.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's worth it because it is a pattern that literally it goes step by step by step by step for the entire animal, starting at the base of the heel, the foot, all the way up. Yeah. See, now if you're allergic to them, that's going to save you money. But I have 2 cats and a dog. That was you. And now Chewy, if you're getting a good deal on it, then go for it. I mean, I've never used Chewy, and my animals eat what we give them, which we go to the Tractor Supply for the cat food, pay $25 for a 44-pound bag of cat food. I'm still working on one I bought 2 months ago.
I know for cat food here, I can get a 16-pound bag of cat food, and that will last me between both cats about 2 months.
Oh,
you died?
No, my phone overheated. It was in the sun. And it said, you have to wait till it cools down. So I didn't want you to think I died or anything. Nothing weird happened, but it overheated.
Ooh, yeah.
So here's 2 things what happened. So I have this phone holder in my car.
Mm-hmm.
It's right in the sun, so I got to get out of there.
Oh.
So this thing has just been like, see what I mean? A bust. It's been a bust.
Well, see if you can get that one that it sits in your cup holder that you put your phone in.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that one because, this one here is in the sun and it just, because it's 77. Yeah, and so it's warm. And it just went, boop. So I just went, oh, for the love of, anyway. But my watch was still working, so I could text Ashley. But it's just bizarre. I know, like, this technology is great.
Yeah. Wait, like cat food here with both cats, anyway, sorry. I can get one bag of 16-pound bag.
Oh.
That cost me about $10.
Oh, that's actually not too bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
But,
that will last both cats for about 2.5 months.
That's good.
And the cat litter, I would get one big one, and cat litter only lasts me a month between both litter boxes. Because every 2 weeks I will change out
completely.
Like, don't get me wrong,
all right, Zach, have fun. And the dogs sound beautiful.
Don't get me wrong, we do clean the litter box out like every 2 days and stuff. But it's just like I don't want my house to smell like cat either.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. Ugh.
you do a complete dump the entire cat
Mm-hmm.
litter box out
Mhm.
and wipe it down with whatever.
Yep.
And it's like, and then on top of that, if I notice too, if I don't do that, they will go outside the litter box.
Ooh, yes.
Mhm.
So I'm
No,
like,
thank you.
but it's like, cause the way I got it set up, both litter boxes are sitting on wee wee pads.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's smart, actually. Yeah.
So because that when they go to the bathroom, they have a tendency of scooping some of the litter out
Yeah.
every time they go.
Yeah.
Even though both of them have the covering, the where they can go in and do their business, and then with the covering over it, but
Yeah.
somehow they still try to scoop out the
Yeah,
litter. So
Bren.
the reason why I keep the wee wee pad, so it would be easier for me to clean up when it's time for me to go change it.
Right.
Yeah. See, now because Bren Michelle's cat has special dietary issues,
Yeah,
stick with what you got. I mean, it's
yeah,
$53 an order, but it's what you need for her to be the healthiest she can be.
Right.
I have this one hair. There it is. So you stick with what you know is going to work and help her.
mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, change what you got. I'm just saying I've never used Chewy because when I came in, I brought my adult cat and his mother had a cat,
Oh, wow.
and they went through the 44-pound bag of cat food
Oh, my gosh.
in a month and a half.
What? That's a
They
lot of
have
cat food.
they have like 5 or 6 cats that are running around outside. They're ferals,
Oh, okay.
and she feeds them, or she did. Now
Mhm.
she can't get out to the front porch, so she can't feed the cats. Cats are pissed off
Yeah.
because I told him, you want to keep the cats, then you're going to train them, and they're not coming in my house until they're fully trained, and that includes cat litter
Yeah.
box. All the cats are outside still.
And I'm like,
Yep.
Hmm.
that's true. Anything for the fur babies.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But they have found other sources of food, and when we have like that pot roast, I didn't have anything left, but if I had had some left, I would have had him take it out to the far corner of the backyard by the back fence, dump it out, and they could have that.
Hmm.
Our turkey last year, um, it was in an aluminum pan. I had him make sure and put it all in the pan and leave it, and then
Right.
take the bones outside. And
Hmm.
he went out 2 days later is when he checked on the pan. It was clean. It literally had some claw marks through it because
Wow.
they were scratching at it.
Wow. That's
So,
crazy.
but they will get special stuff every once in a while, but not often. And
His mine's is indoor outdoor, so I don't have to worry about training them. And the
the
killer
lit
thing is, I didn't like they didn't become indoor outdoor on purpose. It was by straight accident,
yeah,
straight up accident. Because one day they had to be like maybe I think about between. I know they was older than 6 months, maybe a year or a little bit over a year, one or the other. But anyways, I was coming in from grocery shopping, and next thing you know, they darted outside.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hold that thought. This is my plumber.
Oh,
yay
plumber. Yay.
for the hot water heater.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
interesting.
I bought a bag 2 months ago. It's still half full.
Yeah, that's good. Because
But
you don't like buying that stuff every day. It's heavy. Yeah.
Kelly, that's what he's for.
Oh, true. But you know what I'm
Or
saying. You know when you get it from the car, it's just heavy.
oh, well,
20 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever.
it's 44. If I go and get it, just me, I will have them take it out to the car, or I'll
Yeah.
push it out. I'll push it out in the cart, no problem, and just kind of flip
Flip
into
it in
the.
there. Yep, that's what I
Yep.
do. Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay!
They'll
Water.
be here in about 15, 20 minutes.
Cool.
Cool.
But yeah, that big a bag, I will have them take it out of the store to the car, or I
Yeah.
will take it, but I'll just kind of flip it in there.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
when I get home, either Michael or my son will bring it in.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I can, yes. Will I? If need be.
Right.
But that's what they're for.
But they're heavy. I mean, you know, those
Yeah, but
bags. Yeah.
the guys got to show off the muscles. They got the big, strong muscles.
Exactly. Yep.
But on that note, I am going to end because I do have to take them down in my basement. So I'm going to end.
All right, girls.
All right,
Good to
have
see
fun. Stay safe.
See
You
y'all.
too.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Okay. Sorry, I was closing out YouTube chat because Michael set it up. So, okay. Yeah, it's been good. I have done